today we're going to be talking about the future of the iiSU front-end project because a new developer has been put into play and they have dropped many long messages on the future of this project. This message from the new development team is very long, so I will be summarizing it here in this video to just two major things, and if you'd like to read the rest of this message, I will provide it in the comments and in the description down below. The first of the two major announcements from this message was from the new leader whose name is Nathan. He goes out to condemn the acts of Usagi Shade and goes to confirm that Usagi Shade is no longer involved with the iiSU project whatsoever. All of the assets, all of the planning, and all of the future timeline project plans have been handed over to the development team, and they now control and maintain those assets. The iiSU development team does not share the same beliefs as Usagi Shade did and condemns a lot of actions and speaks very strongly on what was said during the controversies. There will be automatic refunds for anybody who pledged towards the project, and there will even be refunds for those who decided to purchase the tiered version of the iiSU project, and that will all be happening automatically. There was also an apology for a very abrupt and strong force when moderation was done on the Discord server. I've been looking around on the internet and I've been seeing that whenever there was this controversy breaking down, there was a lot of scrubbing and there was a lot of just heavy modding in the Discord server. So he apologizes for that and he wants to build a community that will actually be able to have constructive criticism and that the moderation won't go so far out of the hand where people are just getting banned for anything. And I think personally that's a good thing to have if they're planning to run a structured environment with online play. The second part of this big message really dives deep into the future of the iiSU project. The first part of the message includes a very strong statement that the iiSU development is still alive and going strong, and that the development team that was shown in the recent presentation is still on board and still working with the project. There is a new logo in the works that's called the Misu UI logo, and this makes me tend to think that maybe they're going to get away from the name of the iiSU project and change it to Misu, but this is speculative and this is just something that he mentioned in this messaging. And there is a very big promise that whatever we saw in the actual presentation will stay up to spec and that not a single piece of it will be changed or altered from what we've seen so far. The development team though will be taking a step back from developing the 1.0 version of this front end so that they can better polish and make things up to spec to what we saw in the actual development reveal. There seems to also be a big step back on the friend interactive services. It seems that you will still be able to add friends and message them, but the global system of messaging and interacting with people is going to take a step back until the team is confident that they can do it correctly. There will be an updated timeline here soon about the iiSU project and where they plan to take it so that they can give the community a better timeline of how things will break down. If you look at any quote retweets or quote replies, you can see that a lot of people are calling out this development platform, and it's kind of a mixed bag. People are calling out the fact that comments are muted, that they don't want people to reply to this situation, and then there's a lot of people that are actually happy to see that this project is continuing and that it has a somewhat bright future ahead of it. I sent out a community post asking people what they thought, and 3 out of the 7 comments that I had on my channel actually said that it was too good to be true and that they just didn't have any faith in this service as a whole. There have been many things that have happened with this project. It went from something that was truly amazing, that had a very good grand reveal, that was really sleek and served a very different purpose, far from which we've ever really seen before when it comes to an emulation standpoint, and it kind of blew up. And now it looks like Nathan and the development team still want to keep this project going and that there is still some type of Steam engine running somewhere. They're just trying to pick up the pieces after everything fell apart. I think that my expectations have been severely lowered and it's going to take a lot for the development team to bring it back up to where it was before. I do think that it is possible for the iiSU project to live on. It's just going to take a lot of grease. It's going to take a lot of sitting in the shadows and a lot of quiet time from the development team to sit back, hammer this down, and get it correctly. I think this is just a very unfortunate situation. It was a very great idea, but unfortunately a person behind it wasn't the best person in the world. I'm not going to claim that people need to be the best, but whenever you put something up on a pedestal, whenever you present something that is highly desirable, you are going to be the face of the attention, and people are going to look into you because they want to make sure that if they invest their time, their effort, their energy see if they put the release date of such a massive project on a calendar that they can trust the people behind it to actually ship the project and give them something 100% to believe in. So with that being let down in the first place, I think there's a mixed bag out there, and it's going to take a long time for the iiSU project to have its trust restored. I think it's sad to see that they're stepping back on the whole global friend interactivity aspect, which is what made this project so interesting and so cool. It set it apart from other platforms that were just simply housing for emulation systems. And I really do hope that there are more updates and that there's a bigger push for this, because this is what truly made this whole platform stand apart from anything we've had before. And I think that it would truly make this unique in that it would help the project thrive and survive. Also, a cool detail in the middle of all of this messaging from Nathan is that we're going to try and push this project to be more open source. And I think that's something that's great. I think that's something that screams, we want you to support us and we want to be supportive of you, the community. And having more people in an open source project allows for more variety, for more optimization, and for multiple ways to develop and create complex systems for this unique project. I am going to be watching from a distance. I haven't given up on the iiSU project yet, but I am going to, I want to see it before I fully believe in it. I have nothing else to say about this. I'm done.